Mina the Hollower, today. These are my terms. Bob, do you have more reasonable terms and expectations?
The release date for Mina the Hollower, not just being out today.
Okay.
Maybe they were like, you know what? You guys can publish Beyond Good and Evil 2, or Beyond Good and Evil, the HD collection.
Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Why Yacht Club?
They've lost their minds at Ubisoft.
I just noticed Dorito Pope, Jeff Keighley's behind all of this. You can only barely see one hand.
I see one Dorito by you.
Yeah, there's some Doritos down here. Honestly, that makes sense. We should have just lined the bottom of the screen with Dorito next year.
Right.
Next year. Maybe for the Game Awards. Maybe for the Game Awards. We'll figure something out.
Right. Need something for that. What else could be
Aggro,
here?
do you have expectations based on the devs of Shovel Knight and Mina the Hollower exists?
I mean, that about says it all. Do you think Shovel Knight's going to be in Mina the Hollower?
I think that's pretty likely, yeah.
No, but I think the Baz will.
I don't think they had a Kickstarter. No, they did have a Kickstarter.
They did.
They made guys
They
the
did.
Baz in there.
They did. The Baz is so fucking cool, you guys. The funny thing is, I thought the Baz was hilarious and awesome before I had any of the fucking lore.
Right.
I'm like, cool. Online people caused this. That's awesome. I love the Baz. Baz is the greatest.
He's really good at dive kicking.
He is. Bob,
Yeah.
you excited for the $1 stretch goal on Wave 7? That is, yeah, we played dive kick. That was a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you can't do it for too long, but we can play dive kick, sure.
Yeah, we could, like, you could literally get through the whole story mode in, like, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe.
Right.
Yeah. Think they'll announce Shovel Knight 2. That would be really goddamn hype.
God, Shovel Knight 2?
Yeah, it feels like they did the 8-bit thing so well.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wonder if the next thing they're working on is a bit more like a Sega Saturn energy.
Yeah, I don't know if if they have capacity to work on something alongside Mina the Hollower. They probably should because
The
they made so much
implication,
money with Shovel Knight.
the implication with the Mina the Hollower thing is that it was a smaller team. So like 3 people, if I
Okay.
remember the Kickstarter pitch correctly.
Yeah, they just have all those other resources for the Shovel Knight FMV title.
You ready for this? Ground dirt?
I mean, there's so many Shovel Knight spin-offs. I would not be surprised if we keep seeing more of those from more different developers.
That's true. Well, Shovel Knight did good. I just remember it was on Apple Arcade, and I'm like, yo, I hate playing games on a phone.
Yeah,
Look at this.
I feel like I've heard people say it's good, but I have no idea.
I need some Game of the Year worthy game to come out near its own release on iPhone so I can bring a DualSense with my iPhone to the gym.
God.
Get some shit done. Hey, Bob.
What's up?
You remember we did the math for the timer?
Yeah.
There's no way you could play God Hand long enough for it to be a concern of an ending.
Right, no, of course not. God Hand is an extremely hard game, but not an extremely long game.
Yeah,
I was
this
going
is
to say, you
not.
could just be really, really bad at it.
I mean, that's always an option.
Bob considers that as an option every death stream.
Oh, you're faking now. No, guys, I suck. I'm really bad.
They're like, what? Stop pretending to be bad at the game for laughs, streamer.
Kick me sign challenge. I think that's I think that goes away if you die once.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So no, that's not happening.
It's not a challenge. That's a death march.
Right.
Speaking of hard video games, I started playing SMT5 Vengeance this morning.
Ooh. Okay. How's that going?
Pretty good. What I wasn't prepared for was that all of the years of watching facial expressions and hearing tones when people discussed SNT games was that I am now constantly in terror of the moment I realize I have spent all of my points on things I shouldn't have. I didn't buy or get some item I was supposed to. All of my builds are wrong, you idiot. And I have to start the game over.
It'd be a real shame if that happened to you.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's actually concerning the newest release. I've just been seeing a lot of people post videos of them hitting the auto battle button out of for one of the first battles in the game, and they die instantly, and then it's just like we're so back.
Yeah, that video was really fucking good. I'm like, oh, they're excited about how fast load times are, the fact it's running at 60, how quickly, this is so hype, and then they eat shit, and I'm like, no, I misunderstood how we were back.
I really have been enjoying the feeling of like, yes, this is a game, and we explain the rules to you. And if you don't use the mechanics, you're going to die.
Yes. It's so true. According to Tentacle 20XX in chat, both routes let you respec now.
Okay. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun thing as a new player to be the first thing that happened in the game. They were like, hey, here's a thing that doesn't make sense in any context. Make a decision.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to Google that, and it's like, oh, do you want the old route or the new route? Well, shit, is that how it is?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I wonder if that will even make sense to someone who's done the old route.
I imagine the text description might be a little evident to them.
Okay.
Maybe. No. God damn it.
I don't know. Maybe you learn some context later that makes that make sense, but not to me.
What is the exchange for this? They're like, hey, you gonna eat that? And that chooses your entire pass. Your classmates just like, you gonna eat that?
You finish the first section in Tokyo, and then some trippy shit happens, and they're like, hey, look at this chick. Will you take her hand?
What? Okay, that might make sense depending on who this chick is.
Yeah, well, she's in silhouette, and two voices are like, don't do it, you'll fuck everything up.
So did you go with the old route or the new route?
I went with the new route, I guess.
Cool.
I want to see the new stuff. I want to be it makes no difference to me, but I can be a part of the conversation.
Oh, thank God there's that
there
real
we go.
countdown.
We have a timer. You ready, Aggro?
Yep.
51, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Did you cross over into
4,
minute
240. One? We're at 240s.
Oh, okay.
239, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Perfect.
3.
You know, Shovel Knight himself would get a spin-offs. Do you think the other things like Spectre Knight will get the spin-off? Or I guess that there's still some knights that...
Spectre Knight will get its own potion shop game.
He's the wrong one for that.
Oh, which one's the Plague Doctor?
Plague Knight.
That makes sense. I thought
which
he was
one gets
Spectre.
the boomer shooter?
Yeah, which one gets it? Probably Plague. Yeah, I guess.
Maybe King Knight?
I don't know. I'm just seeing like the tossing and first-person potions, and I'm like, maybe that's also Plague.
I mean, maybe. It's just like King Knight seems like a boomer, so...
Plague Knight's blowing up. He's getting so many games. Propeller Knight.
Yeah, there are knights who have not got any game.
That's true. We should maybe think of them
Maybe.
for this
Oh, yeah,
notion.
people bringing up Shield Knight. I never think of it because they're in cutscenes, not even an enemy.
Yeah, I feel like Shovel Knight 64 is one of the ones you could do that wouldn't upset or disappoint anyone.
Yeah, that'd be incredible if their take on a 3D platformer, because those are coming back.
People have been wanting Shovel Knight 64 for years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably makes more sense to make that than the Sega Saturn coded Shovel Knight game, but I personally would really like to see the Shovel Knight for the Sega Saturn game, because in my head it's like Guardian Heroes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember what that Saturn game is that's got just insanely high quality 2D art.
As it turns out, it's all of them.
I just want that Shovel Knight Power Stone.
Somebody needs to make a Power Stone.
Yeah, just call it Power Stone 3. Fuck it. They ain't gonna come for you. They probably started development on a game, thought it was Power Stone finished, and it was a fucking dinosaur multiplayer shooter.
Yeah, everyone's voting for them to remake Dino Crisis. They don't even care about Power Stone.
It's true. But yeah, that was my guess too, Dunny. You talking about Astal?
Yes.
Yeah. Holly Heck Baby streamed that recently. Was like, the game's so mid, it's so boring, I'm dying.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
It's not bad enough to be, for them, it wasn't bad enough to be entertaining or good enough to be really enjoyable, so they're just like, ugh. That was pretty funny. Matt will be in chat. Bob's 10,000% thinking of Princess Crown later. I knew Bob was thinking of Astal, totally.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sean Velasco, designer at Yacht Club Games.
Oh, right. I forgot Velasco was.
It's been 10 incredible years since Shovel Knight first graced our screens, and 10 amazing years of Yacht Club Games. Let's take a stroll down memory lane and celebrate the landmarks of our 10-year journey of game development. It all began with our successful Kickstarter campaign in 2013, which set the stage for the release of Shovel Knight.
And now we're here
love letter
today.
to classic games not
wasn't
only
anything else.
captured the hearts of players worldwide, but also paved the way for Shovel Knight to appear across all major
the Wii
gaming
U.
platforms. Our journey
Shovel
took an
Knight sure
exciting
happened
turn
that
with
long
special
ago.
collaborations featuring iconic
The
characters
Xbox
from
version
faraway
has
franchises.
Battletoads, right?
And bringing Shovel Knight into the real world with the Shovel Knight Amiibo. We launched several new games, starting with Plague of Shadows and Spectre of Torment, each introducing fresh gameplay and deeper stories for their respective heroes. In 2019, we finished off our treasure trove of Shovel Knight games with not one, but two entries, King of Cards and Shovel Knight Showdown. After catching our breath, we decided to explore novel genres with the dungeon-crawling puzzler Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon,
That
and the
was the first
roguelike
time I've ever
platformer
heard of
Shovel
that
Knight
game.
Dig, each accompanied by their
The
own
fucking fifth
DLCs
one.
that are still
Yeah.
taking shape to this day. Most recently, we ventured into an all-new world of adventure with Mina the Hollower,
Hell yeah.
continuing our tradition of crafting pixel-perfect games. And rest assured, there's even more on the horizon. Thank you for being a part of this amazing decade.
Thank you.
Or if you're just
Thank
joining,
you.
welcome. As time has passed, we've all grown a bit older, but our commitment to you remains as strong as ever.
But
Today,
I'm retiring.
We have lots of cool news to share with you.
Not my
First
problem.
up, some updates for our released games.
That sure is a
I'm Sandy
direct
Gordon,
Nintendo
an
Direct
artist here
presentation.
at Yacht Club Games. If
I-
you aren't
I have no idea
familiar
what
with
you're talking
Shovel Knight
about.
Dig, here's the scoop. This roguelike platformer, developed in collaboration with our talented friends at Nitrome, is a classic adventure filled with endless digging fun. You'll tunnel through beautifully crafted, ever-changing levels, collect powerful gear, find secrets, and face off against the most formidable foes and bosses. Alongside the base game, we've been hard at work crafting not one, but two exhilarating free DLC packs. Let's take a quick look back at our
So
first
when you film in
DLC,
24 frames
Shovel
per
Knight Dig,
second.
Fate and Fortune. This expansion
Go on.
introduced
It's called a 3-2
Nightmare
pull down,
modes,
do it.
Where Shovel Knight and Black Knight work together to investigate
There's
the
just someone
evil
called Black
brewing in the
Knight?
depths.
All right.
On top of that, there was
How
new
come we
music
don't call
added,
normal
along with
Shovel
numerous
Knight
quality of
White
life
Knight?
improvements. But
Well,
that's not all we have
his
in
suit's
store
blue.
for players wishing for even more content.
Soundtrack is good because it's Genesis core.
Yeah, it is. Jesus. Oh no.
Was that hitch on your side too, Aggro?
Yeah.
Okay.
How the fuck?
Right.
This is supposed to be a video. Like it's just a premiere.
Right. Man, they're supporting this one this much. I hope people are at least playing it.
I'm thinking about giving it another chance right now. Just, not on phones.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, it being on Apple Arcade is why I played it, because it was free.
And it looks like it's only on Switch and Steam.
Wow, what a thrill to dive back into the depths with that incredible trailer for Shovel Knight Dig.
And look at that
Wicked
cute mouse
Wishes.
plush.
As you've
good
just
mouse
seen,
plush.
this latest expansion introduces even more rip-roaring challenges, a myriad of new missions, and plenty of mischief to discover in Shovel Knight Dig. Your new adventure begins as you step into the Hoofman's Guild Hall, a secret hideout where elite quest seekers and their illustrious patrons converge. Climb the ranks within the guild by undertaking their thrilling challenges.
So I guess Shield Knight's just hanging out
powerful
now.
relics and buffs, face new bosses and enemies, and unravel the mysteries encircling the impeccably dressed horse and his top adventurer, the Guild Arc. But be careful what you wish for. Wicked consequences await you in the well. In addition to this epic
Whatever
quest line,
this
we've
is.
added
Right.
exciting
Look out for that.
memento
Meaningful
piece
zoom.
to collect, secret locations to discover, and some brand new tunes. We've also added the finishing touches on the game by rebalancing the algorithm and implementing over 100 bug fixes, tweaks, and localization improvements. This should make for a much smoother descent for all players in the well. Wicked Wishes marks the completion of Shovel Knight Dig. Now
Okay.
that everything is polished to perfection, if you haven't had the chance to
Now
check it
it's
out
time.
yet,
So now it's
is
time.
the perfect time to dive into the depths and
Well, it's
enjoy
the
the
perfect
fully
time.
realized adventure. We also have some fantastic news for all our dedicated fans. Shovel Knight Dig is coming to Xbox and PlayStation.
Cool.
Thank you all for your patience and unwavering support. We're beyond excited for you to delve in. Next up, it's time to pocket those shovels and dive into the maze of the Pocket Dungeon.
But that's still a shovel, though.
If you're new to the Pocket Dungeon, it's a delightful blend
pocket.
of roguelike action and fast-paced match-3 mechanics. Each run offers a
fool me.
unique challenge
To
as
dungeon
players
that
equip a
shovel.
treasure trove of powerful relics and items while navigating levels chock full of enemies and gems. You'll
I forget,
take
did you try
control
this one
of
at
your
all?
favorite
No.
heroes from the
Okay.
Shovel Knight universe, each with unique powers and playstyles, and delve into the dungeon a variety of ways with adventure mode, 2-player competitive versus mode, a daily challenge, and much more. In our last Yacht Club Presents, we announced that we were going to release an expansive slate of 3 DLC packs.
We
We've
didn't.
kept true to that promise, and we're really excited to share what we've added since then. Let's take a peek at our first DLC, the Puzzlers Pack. This initial DLC expanded Pocket Dungeon, introducing playable Puzzle Knight, the enigmatic Castle Quandary,
Knight.
and
That's pretty
Refract
good.
New character-specific abilities for every character, and Mr. Hat's fancy shop filled to the brim with game-changing headpieces. But guess what? We're not stopping there. We've got a new update that can totally transform your game, the Paradox Pack.
Oh. It's interesting seeing Chess Dude in a like higher resolution. I was always had a hard time understanding exactly what he was supposed to be. I was like, I assume he's some dude with dreads and a turban, but I have no idea if that's accurate. Oh, is that
Yeah. That's weird.
right?
I didn't expect that character to still be around. Unless there was a separate Kickstarter for this, but I really doubt that.
Wow, that Paradox Pack trailer really sets the stage for some crazy new adventures. We've added mod support exclusively for the PC version of the game. This lets players create and share their own modifications or download them from the Steam Workshop to enhance their gameplay. Fresh characters have also joined the fray. It's
been up for one day. We can't take a picture of this page anymore 'cause it's nothing but porn.
Using her dark abilities to attack in all directions at the cost of 2 HP. Chester, our beloved traveling salesman, now gets the VIP treatment with anytime access to Chester chests and discounted relics. The Paradox Pack DLC also expands the game with brand new stages, the Lost City and Explodatorium. Players can discover a variety of side rooms with new challenges, items, and even some familiar faces. We've also unearthed a trove of new relics and items to aid you in your quest, over a dozen in all. Finally, for those who love digging deeper, this
See a
DLC
pink slime like
includes secret
Bochi?
quests and cheat codes to take your gameplay experience
Oh
to
my
the
God,
depths
Bochi's
of
in the
indulgence.
game.
We hope you've enjoyed solving the Pocket Dungeon's expanding mysteries, and we're excited to announce that we'll keep the fun rolling with one last epic DLC. This final free update will bring long-awaited online support. Get ready to battle it out with friends and foes worldwide. Stay tuned for more details coming soon.
That wasn't there?
If you haven't had a chance to play either
Weird.
of Shovel Knight's newest adventures, don't fret. For a limited time, Shovel Knight Dig and
sale
Pocket
is
Dungeon
coming
will
soon.
be 50% off on all participating platforms.
Huh.
That's anyways, yeah, I might buy it and have fun.
Right.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling. I'm the marketing director at Yacht Club Games. We're pulling out all the stops to celebrate a decade of digging. We hope our next
They
round
have
of
a Game
announcements
Award
delight
statue.
you.
Yeah.
Toast to chivalry
not-
with a sweet t-shirt. You can pre-order yours right now on the Yacht Club Games merch store. It's available for a limited
Celebrate,
time.
but in moderation.
So delve in before it's
just
gone.
a little bit.
Yacht Club Games has always been about shoveling Shovel Knight into as many products as possible. In honor of that, we've signed some fantastic new merchandise.
it's nice to
partners
just hear
we'd
a
like to
company say
introduce
it.
to you. We've been hard at work collaborating with Insert Coin to develop a high-quality line of apparel fitting for any kind of adventure.
All right.
Anticipate an exciting journey ahead as we collaborate with Sanchi to produce an array of thoughtful and fun lifestyle products. Now let's take a look at some updated favorites.
The Shovel
from
Knight
yesteryear.
Cold
In
Brew Maker.
2016,
Right, the fuck
we
is a
released the
lifestyle
Shovel Knight
product?
Official Design Works art book, containing 183 pages of behind-the-scenes concepts,
no.
key art, commentary,
You don't have to
and
tell Tess.
collaborations. Though the
What if
version
she's
was complete
watching?
at the time, there's been
I'm a
many
dead
additions
man.
to the Shovel Knight series since then. We're teaming up with Udon once again to release a new 10th anniversary art book, complete with 100 new pages of content and a hardcover upgrade. This version adds the art from Spectre of Torment, King of Cards, Shovel Knight Showdown, Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon, and Shovel Knight Dig. It will also have a 10-year look-back interview.
Exciting news for vinyl collectors. We're thrilled to announce that legendary artists Akira Kitamura
Wow.
and Hitoshi Ariga are joining
God
forces
damn.
to bring their iconic design talents to our anniversary edition vinyl's cover art. This
Those are
vinyl
really
is
nice.
being repressed
I
for
don't
the
want a
first time
vinyl.
ever, and we can't wait to share this collector's item with you. In the meantime, Kitamura-san drew this art in celebration of the 10th anniversary.
Our friends at Fangamer are whipping up a
This
line
is
of familiar
going.
faves
Yeah.
with a twist. Make sure to keep an eye
That's
out
a
on their
desk
socials
mat, Jesus.
or their newsletter.
It's a little
for
bit better than
golden
my
surprise
situation here.
coming your way soon. Hear ye, hear ye! A new plush will be making his royal debut later this year, thanks to our friends over at Symbiote Studios. Keep your plush throne cozy
How many
for
different
this regal
companies do you
edition.
make different plushes?
Over the years, Shovel Knight hasn't just dug through his own adventures. He's made a name for himself in other gaming worlds too. With over 50 cameos to date, our
50?
valiant hero has been quite the busy
Yeah, that
knight.
makes sense.
As we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Shovel Knight, we're excited to announce that our developer friends have brought back some of our most memorable collaborations for a limited time. Shovel Knight is returning to For Honor for a one-week re-feature on July 18th. Players will be able to dig into Shovel Knight-themed content, each featuring ornaments, mood effects, symbols, and more. Our favorite bean-shaped boys are bringing the Blue Burrower back for 1 week. Pick up the Shovel Knight costume in Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout on June 26th.
Did you know that it's also Brawlhalla's 10th anniversary? To celebrate our double birthday bonanza, Shovel Knight is planned to be an event re-feature with a sale. We'll announce more at a later date, but we're beyond excited to party with our Brawlin' Buds.
Alongside these cameo escapades, we're also ramping up for some real-life events.
Grab your shovels and your appetite and join us at the official Shovel Knight Requiem Cafe, happening in Anaheim, California from June 15th to 30th. Dive into a deliciously themed menu filled with Shovel Knight-inspired treats that are sure to power up your day. Don't miss out on this epic culinary
So when
adventure.
you
Get
got into
ready to
marketing and your
unleash
last
your
name was
creativity
Schilling.
at the Yacht
Right.
Club Games
You
And
have to
this
know.
is the
this
fucking
fall.
segment
Scheduled
you
for
narrate.
November, this 2-week extravaganza
There's no
invites
escaping
you
that.
to dive into a
I feel like
decade of digging.
that cafe
We're
thing is something you
challenging
only
you
see in
to
Japan, so it's
anything
real
under
weird for it
the
to be like,
sun.
hey.
They're like
As
Anaheim.
long as it's for chivalry. Stay tuned for more details on how
Also, I
you
think
can
one of
be
those
a part
dishes
of
was
this thrilling
most of an
challenge
old-looking apple
and
and
make your mark in the Shovel Knight
ramekin of maple
universe.
syrup.
Keep digging and keep dreaming.
Join us for a free fan event this summer at Giant Robot in sunny Los Angeles, California. Get ready for an exciting live panel where we'll share behind-the-scenes tales, answer your burning questions, And of course, celebrate chivalry. These collaborations are just the beginning for our 365-day celebration. Stay tuned throughout the year as we unearth
events
even more
every week.
surprises.
Spooky.
Our release date spooky. I think they're
They
pretty
are here in
scary.
October.
It's true. You know, they email me about this game once in a while. I just don't read it.
Yeah. I think this is a stolen theme song from a Disney animated show from the early 90s.
It definitely has that energy.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Is it Chippendale? I think it sounds like Chippendale.
Oh my god.
Good evening, boys and ghouls.
So we're just doing it, huh?
I guess.
That glimpse of Mina the Hollower, our spine-tingling new action-adventure title. But for those who remain unfamiliar,
Yeah.
allow me
Imagine they
to
had a
win
colorist.
it.
There's a lot of effort to go through to not have a colorist.
Why, you see, Mina is our next game to feature classic gameplay, teeming with twists befitting of our modern era. As you
God, he's
peer
apple
into
infested.
Soul, you will find a most potent concoction of top-down adventuring, a world besieged with mystery and horror, and smooth action gameplay at 60 frames per second, all inspired by the glory of our favorite 8-bit handheld gaming systems of yore. Together, the two of you will need to master a plethora of weapons and trinkets in order to vanquish monsters and
Yeah, there are a lot of
uncover the
weapons.
island's darkest secrets. 'Twas more than 2 years past when we first unshackled the game from the burdens of secrecy, unleashing its existence upon this world by way of the crowdfunding platform Kickstarter. And in the years since, we have transmitted monthly updates to our bewitching backers, each describing the scores
Well, would you
of
describe
gameplay
yourself as
mechanics,
bewitching?
enemies, weapons,
Sure.
and areas that we have most
Chat, would you
recently
describe Bob as
ensorcelled
bewitching?
into existence. Even Mina has been
Bob, are you
hard at
more of a
work
Dick York or a
building
Dick
up on
Sargent
her
guy?
battle techniques before
What?
her daring debut.
This is so cute.
As I gaze into the crystal ball, I foresee us spending the coming months balancing the gameplay, refining the script.
So it's not
and
today?
polishing
No, it's not
every
today.
devilish
Are you
detail.
You're not Alexander.
And not Alexander.
Worry not, Traveler, for you have nothing to fear. Well, that is. Not until you pick up the controller.
That's it?
No,
No date.
No date.
No year?
Oh my god. What? Coming.
Thanks for that update on Mina the Hollower. Now, we have an until
Was that
now
an update?
unannounced title that we are thrilled to present to you.
Spin-off or sequel?
Or addition?
What? You can't.
Oh, what?
What?
That's not the journey and continuing, guys.
No.
Oh, is it going to be a, like fancy graphics mode? Are you, what did you change?
Yeah, it's like, are these new levels?
No. They're like, it's an emulated game. We have to add rewind and save state. That's really funny. That's really funny conceptually.
I guess it's neat that you can play as though like that many characters, but that seems silly.
Okay.
were they ones only in the Wii U or something? Because I know that there were weird stuff, things like that, like with the amiibo.
Whoa.
Neat.
You can't even date
Less
it?
neat.
Shovel Knight Shovel of Hope DX is an enhanced edition of the adventure that started it all. Embark on a quest to
But
save
what if
Shield Knight,
new game?
defeat the evil enchantress, and bring down.
Don't
a
worry, we're
formidable
just quickly
Order of
gonna
No
make
Quarter.
the definitive
Shovel
version.
of Hope DX
Soon.
introduces an array of exciting features. Now, you can choose your champion from a lineup of 20 iconic characters, each with unique playstyles. Dive into the action with Shovel Knight, team up with Shield Knight, or even play as the Enchantress herself. Online multiplayer allows you to join forces with friends
Yeah,
worldwide.
that's really sick. These are
Together, tackle
cool
the main
features.
adventure or explore myriad challenges too. We've also brought back fan favorite features from all previous versions of the game, including challenge stages, custom night, and the Battle Ghost Arena. And for full immersion, return to the world of Shovel Knight in full stereoscopic 3D. For the first time, use the power of rewind to perfect your platforming skills, or use save states to pause and plan your next moves. With over 300 classic gameplay twisting cheats, customize your experience to make it as challenging or as weird as you like. All these cheats can now be enabled simultaneously, offering endless ways to remix your adventure. Simply put,
God.
this is the definitive edition of Shovel of Hope. It's also our way of preserving the game's historical functionality, ensuring these elements remain available for future generations of players. And with the new multiplayer features and other enhancements,
So,
we
like,
hope it
Kratos
includes
is in, right?
everything on your wish list. Shovel Knight Shovel of Hope DX is a
Battletoads?
tribute to a decade of pixel-perfect platforming, camaraderie,
Yeah,
and epic
sure.
adventures. Whether you're revisiting the game or joining us for the first time, prepare for an expedition re-shoveled and ready for glory. Be sure to wishlist it now so you're ready for its release. And if you've never bought the original, it's on discount now, so there's no better time to dive in. Before we go, we have one final announcement. A brand new mainline Shovel Knight game is in development.
Oh,
We're committed to crafting
sure is
an
3D.
experience that
It
not only
is.
Yeah.
honors the Shovel Knight legacy, but also pioneers groundbreaking, innovative gameplay mechanics. This isn't just another sequel. It's a bold new adventure that'll launch Shovel Knight into an entirely new dimension of gaming. Although we're not quite ready to unveil everything just yet, rest assured, this game will bring electrifying action, richer mechanics, and all the timeless charm you expect from a Shovel Knight title. And for those of you eager to uncover what's coming next, you might find subtle clues scattered throughout our previous games. Make sure to play Dig, Pocket Dungeon, and all the games
You
in
have
the
to
treasure
have
trove.
collected them all.
right. Buy all our playsets and
Stay
toys.
tuned, shovelers. The future of the Blue Burrower is bright.
Also, I hope you're at
Well,
that cafe.
That's it for today's Yacht Club Games Presents. Thank
Just
you all
send
for
us
being a
50
part of our
bucks.
10-year journey. Your
All
support
right, man.
and enthusiasm have been the cornerstone of
Are
every
you not
game
even
we've
going to
made.
drop us the title card?
We're not done celebrating yet.
No.
So
No.
keep paying attention for even more exciting
Yeah.
events and surprises throughout
Like,
the
what
year.
is it, 5 years
We look
away?
forward to sharing more adventures
More?
with you. So see you soon.
It's
and as
soon.
always, happy adventuring.
In Yacht Club time.
Yeah, I was like, what's soon? Is it always soon in Yacht Club?
Yes.
Are we in Canada or something?
I sure like Shovel Knight. Yum.
Yeah. All that stuff is neat. This would have actually been really cool if they had dates for anything.
Yeah, this was a meeting that could have been an email.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you didn't even have basically
Hello, my name
anything
is
to
Jim
show about
Butterfield.
or share about
And I'd
Nina.
like to tell you about the
It's like, here's some new
64.
gameplay. It's like,
Soon.
which people bring up that doesn't even have platforms confirmed, which I don't. Is that real? Do they really not have they not announced platforms for Nina the Howler? That seems impossible.
One moment, I'm pulling up the grade card.
The longest part with the shilling. Yeah, that's true.
It was also the most substantive part.
Yeah, because those things had solid times.
There were ideas you saw. It's like, what if plush? Hey, Agro, I'll let you start. How are you feeling about Yacht Club Games Presents?
This feels bad. I mean, Yacht Club is responsible for like 2 properties across 4 games, and one of them's not out yet. And they're really charming, and I like them. And this thing should not have happened.
They're also a publisher. I thought that would come up at all.
No,
And then it's just like, nah,
that's beneath them.
should be. Tell me about some random indie dev you found and gave money.
No.
That's way more exciting than we have nothing.
No.
I feel like I've been handed a term paper I didn't assign and been asked for extra credit. You should have just released a trailer and then a commercial. This shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I would have come out of this way more positive if they just said, hey, we're doing a definitive edition. Here's the trailer.
Yeah, like, could you not get in that in a Nintendo Direct? Could you not? Because that's what that should have been. It should have been one trailer in a Nintendo Direct.
I'm looking at my scores and trying to figure it out. Bob, would you like to go?
Sure. They shouldn't have done it, but they did announce that a 3D Shovel Knight's coming, though they wouldn't even say that.
Yeah, they implied a 3D Shovel Knight is coming.
They made a deluxe edition, which I really have a hard time caring about. Oh my god. Oh, this is hard. You know, they haven't... Those things are actually happening, though. Like, they can put coming soon, and I can believe that it will come out within the next 6 years.
Right.
Which isn't soon. Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, that doesn't qualify.
So I'm going to give them a C-. Because at least they kept it brief and moved breezily through stuff. And it was all stuff that's eventually going to happen.
Thanks, Xbox, for lowering the bar.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it a D, is about where I'm ending up at. It's really... Oh, wait, we can listen to Marquez Brownlee talk about Apple Intelligence and whether or not it's legit. Loop the damn song. Anyway.
I'd like to tell you about the Commodore 64.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
And we're still in the Shovel Knight era of Yacht Club games. I remember a thought 10 years ago of like, oh man, when Shovel Knight comes out, it's going to be really cool. I hope it's good. And then like from there, we can get all sorts of games from this really strong shoot off from way forward.
Right. Mm-hmm. What if just Shovel Knight for 10 years? The Mina's coming, though.
If my Mina just had a date, that would really...
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah, it would help the show a lot.
Yeah, they announced a lot of products. I didn't care about most of them. Mm-hmm. They announced updates for a lot of games that I've already passed on.
It's really weird the Shovel Knight is just Shovel of Hope DX. It's like, shouldn't it be a collection of all of them? Because Shovel of Hope's just the part where you play as Shovel Knight. But now you're letting you play as all the other characters.
Yeah, I was going to say, I missed exactly what they were saying about that sale, because they're like, it's on sale. And it's like, okay, so is this a free update for Shovel of Hope, or what?
I think they want you to go buy the old game. And that won't get you access to the new game or anything. They just like, it would be nice if you bought it.
That would be insane.
Yeah,
that would be
But they said
insane.
if you haven't bought the original yet, you can do that.
What the fuck? I was like, I must have misheard that. There ain't no fucking way they just said that. They said wish list the DX version, but they also said a half-off sale.
For the original.
For the original. Why would they do...
Because he, like Edgar said, give them $50.
Right, like... Even weirder, we were gonna put Shovel Knight on Wave 7, and this conference literally has me going like, well, I'd be a fucking idiot to play it now.
Yeah,
I'd be a fucking idiot to go and
but
buy the
apparently
whole...
it could play all the expansions because those aren't going to be part of this.
Yeah, so I'm giving it a D. This was...
You know, I'll lower mine to a D as well. That was having further thought about the implications of DX. It is just upsetting.
Yeah, no, it's... I'm trying to think of one solid win from this conference, and it's kind of hard. If you live in Anaheim...
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool. You can get rice balls with Shovel Knight or something.
Right.
Can go meet him.
This was a pile of almost and disappointment. It's like if a really cute puppy brought you a dead pigeon. You feel bad for yelling at it, but this is not behavior you should reinforce.
Mm-hmm.
Chat voted. They decided 53% said D, 28% said F, 16% said C, one guy said A.
I see someone in chat being like, if DS costs money, I'm changing my vote to an F. It's like, yeah, it probably will. Because it's got a separate Steam page.
I feel like there's... Yeah, if it has a separate Steam page, I feel like there's no way it's just free.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, here's the collection of all of it, and here's the definitive version of the original. I'm like, do you hear yourself right now?
Right? Are you insane?
It's like if there was a version of Quantum of Solace that was good and it didn't come with the Bond collection. They're like, hey, 3 months from now, we're releasing the actual movie we filmed called Quantum of Solace that we did not put in theaters because it was too good. Anyways, buy the collection today. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you all for joining us for the Yacht Club Games Presents.
Why'd they do this?
I don't know. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Nintendo, please. Please, we need something, Nintendo.
What are the odds that Nintendo's gonna... It's supposed to happen next week.
It is supposed to happen next week.
It's probably happening at the crack of fucking dawn.
It better not. They don't do that all the time.
What's even going to be in it?
That's a great question.
Right?
This is the Switch year,
Like-
the obligation.
Right?
Yeah, like nothing good till next year. Please look forward to this year's Direct.
Don't worry. We'll get that awful Star Fox game. And we'll get...
You shut your mouth.
We could actually get a new Metroid Dread. Like something like that. We can't get a Prime 4. Sorry, that's absolutely Switch 2.
Yeah, that's Switch 2. I would be upset, frankly, if it came out at this point.
Right?
I said that last year.
Mm-hmm. We could get a collection of old Zelda games. Not exactly hype, but
Yeah,
they
I
need to
mean-
get off the Wii U.
Yeah, get Wind Waker HD off the Wii U. Aggro would appreciate that, I'm sure.
I very much would. Did they say that we're not getting Tears of the Kingdom DLC?
They did, yeah.
Yes.
Let me tell you, them being like, the game's $70, but there's no pay for DLC, definitely made that go down smoother.
Mm-hmm.
Then the fact I didn't pay fucking $70. I used the fucking voucher.
Yeah, of course. I need them to release something else I can use that voucher on. I don't know if the voucher's going to work next gen. Because I was like, I'm getting this, I'm going to get Prince of Peach. Oh, that game sucks? Uh-oh.
Bob's bringing his expired coupon to Nintendo HQ. Please, Metroid Prime 4, please. Get out.
It's not soon enough for a new Fire Emblem. Though it'd be cool to see one.
I kind of want the next gen version of Fire Emblem. I feel like they could do some really cool stuff with the loading tech and other things.
They could, but I
Yeah.
don't expect that to be an angle they come in well with. Like, I feel like that team never takes well advantage of the new console.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get at Nintendo, but for the love of God, someone have a great conference, please.
I mean, we could see Hollow Knight.
Commodore 64.
I know that seems silly at this point to even say, but
Pop's like,
There
we
you
could
go.
see Hollow Knight, and I'm like, wasn't he just there? We had all the other nights.
that's true.
Yeah, it took me a second too.
We might get Bloodborne. They're like, Sony won't let us do it, but Nintendo got it.
Bloodborne on the Switch. It runs at 240p at 40 frames a second. Solid.
Nice. Finally.
Wow, it's great that the Switch doesn't support variable refresh rate, and this is just how this runs. Anyway, that's it. That's it for that. I guess we're moving into the God Hand part of the stream. Aggro, thank you for co-hosting.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the rest of your day where you probably play Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance.
That's a fact.
Later.
See ya.
He's still there.
I'm getting there. The button's on the other side of the screen. It's a long mouse travel.
Oh, they made it.
Where did Aggro go? He went home. Anyways, let's get to this broken ass looking actual live stream thing.
Yeah, it was like we haven't streamed a video game
in so long.
in so
I don't even know
long.
how this works, and this entire layout's broken. Also, I have to end this VOD for the Yacht Club Games Presents.